Hey guys, Moms Against Medical Bullying. So I met someone the other day. I was having my vents cleaned out and got to talking with him. And he is actually in the Army Reserves. And he said that, I said, "Are they making you guys get the shots?" And he said yes. And I asked him if he had submitted an exemption, and he said yes. And he said that he has to jump through a lot of hoops, and it's pending right now. Um, isn't that sad that we have to jump through hoops for our own common sense rights? Anyways, so I don't know. I guess the military is, they're kind of known for abusing people with shots. So anyway, um, he said that if his exemption does not go through, he hopes that it does, and but that many other people are also trying to submit exemptions. I was just trying to encourage him in that. And he said that if it didn't go through, if he got denied, that he was actually considering getting the shots. And I was like, and he kind of was like, yeah, I've kind of had every shot known to man anyways. But I could tell that he hadn't really um, learned about what it was or anything like that. Or it seemed that way at least. But anyways, so I asked him, like, do you really think that's worth it? Like, do you think it's worth it to kind of take that risk? And he said, yeah, it was worth it because if he didn't, that he would have a dishonorable discharge, like on his record. They would discharge him. And he said that is like equivalent to having a felony charge on your record. Um, and that like he thinks he wouldn't be able to get a job or something like that. And I really felt for him because I see the situations, the hard and difficult choices that people have to make because we're being pushed into that corner by, oppressors, by manipulators, by narcissists, whatever you want to call them. And then most of the sheep are taking the other side saying, oh, for instance, there was this video on YouTube, Inside Edition or whatever. I don't know what to believe on those things because a lot of it seems very sensationalized. But anyway, they had this story about this guy who couldn't get his kidney transplant or what have you because he wouldn't get the shot. And people are like, wow, he would leave behind his family all because he doesn't want to get a shot. It's like, this is how far gone people are that they can't see that. First of all, why would you manipulate someone to get a shot in order to get a transplant? Like, why would you play roulette with someone's life like that? They're taking the side of the oppressor, of course. They're taking the side of the bully. They're taking the side of the person who pushes us in a corner and says, do this or you don't, get that. You don't have life, right? If you don't do this, you don't have life. And what more, that's Satan. That's Satan in a nutshell right there. You know, you got to do X, Y, Z, or you won't have life. You won't have provision, right? And then you say, oh, yeah, devil, watch me, watch God perform. You know what I'm saying? Watch God meet my needs. Watch me get a job with a dishonorable discharge on my record, but I understand the conflict. So in no way do I judge or condemn these people who are put in these tight ass spots because their identity is already in that thing. That thing is them. They are one with that. So I think that in this time that we're in, really having our identity in God, in Christ, in the goodness of God, in the love of God, and knowing, truly knowing and understanding that He cares for us, personally, on a personal level, is so important. It's like the most important thing, you know, one of the most important things. Um, because we're afraid. We're afraid that God isn't going to provide for us. We're afraid that if we don't do what the world system says, we're going to die. Our families are going to die. You know, people have children to support. This is, it's not a game. And yet they're playing games with us. And it's not right. And you have the sheep taking the side of the bully and of the oppressor. So, I hope his exemption goes through. And, I just hope that everything works out for him, you know? I think that's all I really want to say about that. But I understand people's fear, and I understand the place that we've been put in to choose. And, maybe, in the future it'll get worse, right? The no buy or no sell. But yeah, I think, may we all lean on God on the inside to lead us and guide us and give us wisdom and understanding in all our situations, right where we're at. Because, God provides a way out, right? Where there's temptation, right? Where the enemy comes and tries to put us in a spot. So anyways, I just wanted to share that, and take care.